In this final video of the series on categorising power and ground nets, I want to concentrate on VTT nets. They're the tracking termination voltages. I'll explain what they are, why it's important to differentiate them from normal power supply nets, and finally how to categorise them. If you've used a circuit with fast memories such as DDR3 or DDR4, you'll probably have noticed that the buses have termination resistors connected to VTT. When you're categorising power nets, those supplies need to be categorised into their own column. There are several reasons why they need to be treated differently. Firstly, think about what happens if there are small amounts of noise on the VTT supply. That's not a problem during a normal data transfer, because the signal nets are being driven high or low. But during a boundary scan test, the situation's different. There will be times when some of those nets are left undriven, and that allows noise from the supply to appear on the pins. The combination of that noise and the fact that VTT is at mid-supply can cause values read from those pins to change. If that happens, you'll get false errors during the interconnect test. To avoid it, the software needs to know that this rail is a termination voltage. But it's not only noise that can lead to problems if the termination voltage net isn't correctly categorised. The interconnect test will often drive a large percentage of the device's pins to the same level simultaneously, and then read one of its other pins to check for short circuits. In designs like this, where many of the pins have termination resistors connected to the same supply, these simultaneous transitions can cause VTT to shift slightly. Although that wouldn't be a problem for a normal power supply, here VTT sits mid-supply, so the small voltage change could be interpreted on the input that's being read as a change of state. That unexpected change would be incorrectly taken to indicate an assembly fault. By telling XJ Developer that this is a termination voltage net, you're making it aware of these potential issues. If it detects what appears to be a short, it will then perform extra testing to check the fault's genuine. The process for categorising the net is the same as I described in the first video of this series. In the Power and Ground Nets screen, find the termination voltage nets in the Net Selector section and drag them to the Termination Ref Nets column, or click Assign As and select it from the menu. It's also going to be important to categorise the termination resistors correctly, and there are specific library files to use for them, but that's the subject of a future video. I hope this series has given you a good introduction to categorising power, ground and termination voltage nets. Categorising them all correctly gives you an accurate starting point that's going to help the rest of your project setup run smoothly. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please subscribe for more and leave a like or a comment below.